Alright, looks like we're recording. I usually use my phone, go into the Picasso app, and I can actually, look on my phone and see what the camera's pointing at, but I think we'll be okay here. Got some kind of a sign up on top of the hill up here. I don't know if it's a please close gate sign or what. We will find out. There you go, pipeline. That's what I figured. Kind of thought that's what this road was all about. Pipeline access. I imagine it's it's an awful small pipe. Not sure what that is. Usually your oil pipelines are a lot bigger. That's what the sign up here is, pipeline identifier. Well, I've always wondered what this was like back up in here. It's kind of cool. Got a few wildflowers out. Indian paintbrush and stuff. I'm not used to riding off-road very much. My main objective is to not crash. When you're 70 years old, your bones get brittle. And crashing is no bueno. This is the Kawasaki KLX 300 that I'm on today. One of my buddies dropped it out here on a dirt road, tried to flip a UE, too tight, too slow. Bike's a little top heavy. Down she went, bent the heck out of the clutch lever, I straightened it. And then later in the summer I was backing it out of my shed and got careless. And it got away from me and I dumped it. And it rebent the lever, and so I had to put the new lever on, but I was also noticing that the left handlebar is bent up about an inch and a half. So I do have another set of handlebars that'll go on it someday when I get to feeling energetic. This time of year, as a homeowner, you know how that goes. You just got so many chores to do. I got painting and all kinds of crap to do. Of course, trying to keep up with the yard. This is the only time of the year my yard actually grows, so I have to mow it once a week. We are getting back in here now, folks. Man, this is a road not very often traveled. And there's nothing out here as far as, like no fishing or anything like that. So it's, if you're not hunting, there's probably not much reason to be out here. Or if you're running the pipeline, Quite a bit of water out here and there. There's an interesting little dome of dirt. Uh-oh. Mud. Didn't really want to get into any mud. Kind of thinking maybe there's a pond over here. This might be what they dug out to make a pond. It's kind of my guess, but I don't know. It's just an unusual mound of dirt, but it might be natural. That is not jade. A lot of crystal and stuff going on in that one. No pond. Just a pile of dirt. Interesting. Got some splintered lumber there. You want to go any further, or is this part up? Okay. We can.
Still filming?
Yeah. At the moment, I'll shut her down here before too long. I don't like to get videos over 10 minutes because then they just get boring. It's just me talking. Yeah, we've never been back into this part. We are south and east of Alcoba Lake here. That's where we would be. Just out in the middle of freaking nowhere. Gary says he wants to go on further, so we are going to do that. He's geared a whole heck of a lot lower than I am. This one is geared down slightly from stock. The guy I bought the bike from had put on a one-tooth larger rear sprocket. He was trying to keep up with his son, I think, who was riding a YZ250, and of course his bike's not going to keep up with one of those. So he sold this and was going to go out and buy himself a 650, which was impressive because he's an older guy too. You know, he's maybe not quite my age, but he's no kid, and he's a heck of a lot shorter than I am. I think he ended up with an XR 650 Honda. I've got a friend that's got an old carbureted Kawasaki KLR 650 that he would like to sell, but I think he wanted a little bit too much for it. It's like a 94. Been sitting for quite a few years now, ever since he dropped it on his foot and broke his foot. Yeah, I think we can go further. I just got to make sure Gary doesn't take me into some place that I can't get back out of. I've known Gary for a long time. When I first started snow skiing, I'd been on skis like 3 or 4 times, maybe 5 times. And Gary and I went up to Jackson, went to Teton Village, and Gary talked me into going up the tram. So we did. And I survived. Went down Rendezvous Bowl, which is a big old wide bowl, and I went down it just traversing my way back and forth till I got down. Gary actually crashed right at the top of the steep part. He was wearing all nylon, and that's a steep slope. He just took off sliding. What happened? Say what?
Pipeline.
Yeah, I knew that's what this was a pipeline road. We'll see if he wants to continue on up. I think we're going to run out of road altogether here. I don't want to do what he just did, lay the bike over. Gary's a year younger than I am, so he's 69 years old. He's a go-getter. He doesn't do a lot of laying around doing nothing. He's always doing something. What are you looking at? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's got a barcode on it. So it's not old. We're getting back into where there's actually a little snow on the hillsides up ahead of us. Late May, nothing unusual there. It's about time to head up to the middle fork of the Powder River and do some fly fishing. Usually when the snow disappears off the front of Casper Mountain, it's time to go up there. The water will be perfect. Still a little high, a little murky. And the fish are plentiful and hungry. You can just about get them to bite on anything. Okay, gotta compose myself here. I've been watching a lot of hill climbs on YouTube. That's not how you do it right there. Like I say, I'm old, I'm weak. kind of a heavy bike. Kawasaki KLX it's a 308 pound bike, and it's very top heavy. It's not exactly a little dirt bike, which I'm thinking about buying, maybe getting something a lot lighter, something down in the 235 pound range. You want to go up that one? I don't know. Doesn't look too rough. Kind of steep. Yeah, this is just turned down into. This road probably gets a vehicle over it a couple times a year. Hunters and pipeline inspection, I imagine that's about it. I'm not even sure what to call this ridge. I don't know if this is technically a mountain, or I don't think it is, but it's Bear Mountain is off to my left quite a ways. I don't know. I think I can go up it. Yeah. Okay. Mosquitoes. This has still got the factory rubber on it, and I see a lot of people complaining about them. So we'll see what kind of traction they got. Might be kind of loose on up there where it gets steep. This is already a little more than I bargained for today. The way Gary's squirreling around, I don't know if I want to. Oh crap! Probably over this side. Yeah. Okay. See if we can come backwards. Yeah, I kind of knew this was a bad idea. Yeah, I saw that. Damn it. Well, yeah, I guess. Damn it. Damn. Okay.
Are you right there?
Uh-oh. I might be screwed, Gary. Check engine light's flashing. That's not good. Fuck. Shit. Shit. Fuck. Start it up. I guess I'm alright. Ooh, that was close. I was afraid we were going to have to dig out some straps and try and tow this baby back. But she snapped out of it, whatever it was. Well, that's what I didn't want to do, was crash. Other than the bike not wanting to start, doesn't seem to be any damage. Clutch lever's okay, handlebars seem okay. So, yeah. That was just a little more than a little out of my leg, that hill right there, I guess. Just not a strong enough off-road rider to do something like that. So now I know my limits. I used to have an old BSA 500 that had been turned into a motocross, sort of, and that thing was a hill climbing beast. I only failed to get up one hill ever with it. That would have been no issue there. And actually this bike could go right up that hill too if I was a better rider. It's just I'm kind of a hack. Just glad it started. It's fuel injected, so I don't know that it should have flooded. I'm not sure what happened there. I could smell gas when it was laying down. But it's a full tank too, so. This might be harder than going up, because you gotta go slow, and these rocks like to grab. Okay, let's stop up here for a picturesque view. Kind of knocked my camera a little kitty wampus there. Okay. I don't know what it was, but it just finally decided to start. It's fuel injected.
The overflow was leaking out.
Was it? Okay, that was probably it then. So, yeah, so I'm going to shut the recording off again here. So, anyway, so you don't see me crash again, mostly. Later.